Hey Student City, it's Doug with your Minute in Matthew. Today we are in Matthew 22. We get to see a little slice of Jesus' life. We are in the last week of his life after the triumphal entry. He is going to tell one parable and then he's going to have several interactions with the Pharisees and Sadducees, who are the religious leaders of that time. And what I want to focus in on is a couple verses where he is asked a question from the Pharisees, a lawyer in fact, and it's a very important verse for us to know as believers. I would encourage you to memorize this verse. It's in several of the Gospels. He comes to him and he says this, "Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law?" So what's the most important one? If I had to boil them all down. And Jesus says to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And a second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets." And so our first priority is to love God with all of our heart, soul, and mind. And our second is to love others. And so one of the ways that we can display our love for God is by loving others the way that God loves them. So this is an important verse for us. It is something I would encourage us all to memorize and to hide in our heart and to do our best to love others as a display of our love for God. This has been your Minute in Matthew.